Hey everybody, this is Rydo. Let us get back to the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. So we're trying to open this C thing slug gate. We've come across these guys that are pretty nasty looking, and they are certainly giving me trouble. Oh, and I now see the numbering in this too. Circle would be 0, and then 2 is probably missing something, then 3 for the triangle, 4 for the square, 4 for the diamond. No, that didn't make a lot of sense because that's a square and that's a diamond. And this, we'll try that. We'll try to see if we can figure this out. So if this one is the last number, we'll buy into that. And then we'll put Z as the first character. Assumedly, we're trying to spell the name using these figures. I imagine there are people watching this or who started watching this and probably aren't watching it anymore, who think, oh, this is actually real magic. And no, it's ridiculous garbage. These symbols don't mean anything. Oh wait, look on the edge here. On the edge is the pattern. Okay, so it's not just counting the thing, it's just paying attention to the pattern. So the circle is Z. So we know we've got this in the bag. There is, I assume, one more dead body out there. Triangle is the horn. That we could go find that and we could try and hunt that down. But let's see, square is a Z. I don't see a real reason to do that. This one is that shape, so that's wrong, I believe. And next one is the diamond, which is the letter E shape, which might be that. Is that it? Yes. So last one we have is just these little triangles. And if we were to go back and look at the triangle, it is the C, but it seems like either way we're gonna get it. Triangle is the little horn. Come on, horn. Not that one, that one. So there's a triangle pointing downwards that we need to find. No, that is the triangle pointing downwards. So I'm just trying them all here. Trying to see if it will trigger it. I think everything else is right. I just don't think it's gonna work. I don't think we can cheat. Darn the luck. Doesn't seem like you're allowed to cheat. Seems like we need to go find that other dead body. for the area of this map, they thought that they could hide 6 dead bodies, and it is kind of surprising. We're back at the beginning. If there's a dead body in here, I'm not going to be able to find it. We could go backwards, I suppose, and just make sure there wasn't one right at the beginning that we missed. So the ghosts there see you with their lanterns, and then they will jump in front of you and try to jump scare you. It really doesn't feel right in this game. It feels cheap, it feels like an experiment. A lot of this, it feels cheap and feels like it's an experiment, but no, let me take it back. A lot of this feels like it's an experiment. This one in particular only feels cheap too. When I saw the spaceman, that did not for a second feel cheap. That just felt. So the ghosts seem to be just showing up. Saw me vibrating the controller, and it does that, and that in particular feels real cheap. The whole him just a body jumping up on you and scaring you and then taking you back to the beginning of the maze. So the problem is when you start running, you lose all sense of where you are, or I do at least. And if I don't know where I am, then how can I find a body? See, that one triggered right there. Let's go this way, I suppose. Went the wrong direction. Let's try this way. Come on, ghost, where are you? I mean, not ghost, come on, dead body, where are you? This is just a dark puzzle map now. It's on top of the cheesiness of the graphics of the ghost. Now I'm in this position where I'm just like, well, I don't want to bother with trying to find it. This is ridiculous. Now I'm stuck. Either the guy moved. Or these are intentionally permanently blocked off areas. Come on, just show me the body. There must be some pattern that maybe it starts and restarts, or I don't know. We are here. So let's try this. I'm so running in circles, getting lost. Sure, doing this for a second or two, doing this once or twice. Well, right where the bodies are, we somehow managed all the way to get all the way down here to the chamber. Wasn't really aiming to go for the chamber. Starting to slightly question if there actually is another body somewhere. Let's go this way. Go this way then. I must have already brute forced the solution. It's just the game's not allowing me to accept it until we find this body. I am glad we're taking a little bit of time out from the main story to do this, because kind of felt like we might be barreling through the main story too much. Alright. We are here at this intersection, which means I've done the entire top half of this map. I've looked at this entire top half of this map. Let's try this way. Now we are at this intersection. Let's keep going this way. And now we are at this intersection. Alright. So would that way take us? Which way do we think? Which way do you think we should go? Let's try this way, and then we may back out of this intersection and just turn around and come back. Yeah, that is definitely not the right way. I feel like I've been down every path. We'll try this way. Let's try this way. This definitely looks like a section that would be the right way. Where are we missing it? Where are we missing this body? What section are we in now? Just right back there. So let's try this direction, and otherwise we're gonna have to go back and try maybe brute forcing it some more. Maybe trying to think of something else. Maybe there was a body in that chamber. Alright. So this area, that pathway is never, I don't think I've ever gone down it. So if we go over here, and we go this direction, come on. Really? I'm just totally lost. Let's just run around like a chicken with our head cut off. Every right turn we'll take. This is the very beginning. There's nobody here. Would have been made sense if there was somebody there. But I think they wanted us to hit that first jump scare first. before we saw the dead bodies. Have we walked in from every angle into every path? Probably not. I'm willing to admit that. I'm not sure we ever walked in from this side, but that is actually rather demanding, a rather demanding task to have walked every single direction, even with this small path area. Alright. We know it starts with, his name starts with something with the hook, the U, and ends with the M. We know that much is true. So that might actually be the solution right there. Maybe that's what I did wrong. Wow. Oh, I can move. I can move. You know, you don't see sea monsters in video games very often. I think people should be encouraged to try to rectify that issue. So, doesn't seem like I'm drowning, even though I'm underwater. Doesn't seem like I can walk that way. Obviously, this is just another story. There's a tractor. We're looking for the paper. Here it is. Just a sea monster. The curse of the sea thing. The Enochian Necronomicon. The iron ore miners have finally found it, but not all of them wanted to perform its ritual and summon the sea thing, Gana. One miner realized the ritual would unleash Gana's flooded upon the world, and so the miner had no choice but to stab the others with blade shards of magic elt down. Ganai, in response, cursed the miner, who now wanders the mine, doomed to prevent others from summoning the sea thing and flooding the world forever. Ah, so that explains why there was one missing thing, and you did have to figure it out from the note, which too complicated a puzzle, really, because as you can tell, I wandered around way too much. So what's on the back? Nothing but water damage, or maybe fire damage. All these things may have been burnt stories.
Ethan, I told you to stay out. God damn it. Look, it's dangerous in here. I'll read your story later. Okay? And, please don't tell your mother I'm in here. All right? Okay. Now, you go. Get back home.
What was Dale doing? And we are now at a gate. Let's see. What does it say? Request for clarification. The United States Patent and Trademark Office has received your January 29, 1973 letter requesting further explanation as to why your recently submitted patent 527F2D was rejected by this office. As we explained in the previous letter, the patent was rejected for infringing on a previously existing patent. We have on record from more than 4 dozen requested patents submitted in the last we have on record from you more than 4 dozen requested patents submitted in the last 16 months. None has been successful and all have been met with challenges by you. Mr. Carter, we would like you to consider this matter and further matters administratively closed. Sincerely, James Mackay, Administrative Director. So he's trying to get something patented, and the patent office does not seem like they want to have any of it. This is the story again, Curse of the Sea thing, and then something else. Dale, get your shit out of the basement. Bring it to the goddamn dump. I'm so sick of stepping over your lifetime of failure on my way to the washing machine. I'm not kidding. Either you move it or I burn it. M. So he was a tinkerer, inventor, and like most inventors, doomed to no success ever. Okay, I see it now. We are in this area again, and that was the reality of the situation. This gate was always closed, and we hallucinated everything else. Or Ethan showed us everything else. It is strange that the character talks and makes comments, but does not ever really comment about what is going on with these stories. He either is unmoved by the fact that he just saw a giant sea thing, or he didn't really see a giant sea thing, and we're having an unreliable narrator here. So, even though that took too long and spanned across a few episodes, I am glad we did the story. I want to get all these stories. There aren't really enough in this game, and this game isn't long enough for it to matter, for it to be a good idea to skip parts. It rarely ever is a good idea to skip parts. So Ethan was told by his father that he could just walk through this. This isn't boiling water, it's just some kind of chemical reaction. And maybe if we hadn't solved the murder puzzle before the story puzzle we just did, we wouldn't have actually been able to walk through yet. With every murder puzzle, we're getting the timeline of where it seems like his entire family is going to be killed because of their sickness, which maybe it has something to do with something in the mind, as in a poison or heavy metal driving them all crazy, believing in the sleeper, which we have seen no evidence
I could
for.
feel 2 kinds of darkness here in Red Creek Valley. The first you walked into, and with any luck, walked out of. But the other darkness was deeper, stickier, unknowable, and it wanted me to leave.
So again, he talks when they want him to talk, but he says no reaction whatsoever to the regular the rest of the game. So the question when we entered the mine is, are we gonna leave in a different location and come out to a different location, or are we gonna be just a little bit further down the road? Have to crouch to get out from under it? Where are we? We are in a totally different location, which kinda sucks because that means then we should have probably gone down to the end of the road in the other thing. We've got a building over here to investigate. We've got a building over there to investigate. We are in a different section. We very well may have missed something, but it would be so much trouble. It would be a ton of trouble, actually, to try and run back through the mine. That would be a really long distance. Now, I did see a elevator somewhere over around there that didn't have an elevator in it. So maybe if we come full circle, part of their plan is we will take the elevator back up, and then we will have a opportunity to go everywhere and do everything one more time before this game wraps up. We're back to the forest section. There's less trees down here than there were over there, so it is a little bit smoother around here, more water effects and stuff. So we've got more things to investigate, and we're done with the mine. I was afraid the mine was going to do this. It seemed like it was. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.